Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Leon from Buck and Slug Reloaders. It's been a while since I've done a video, partly because here in Texas, it's been hunt season. So we had an outstanding deer season this year. My son shot his first deer, pretty nice buck. We really smashed those greenheads this year for duck season. And this weekend, we have a snow goose hunt planned in Arkansas. The guys from Kicks, IND Kicks Chokes, the one who sent me the buck kicker, buckshot chokes, sent me some chokes specifically made for geese hunting. So can't wait to try those out. Really excited about it. Also have a lot of hog hunts planned for the whole entire year. So you guys stand by for that. It's going to be fun. But anyway, if you guys have been reloading for as long as I have, or even the beginners, you probably have a jar or a bucket or a bin or something that looks similar to this here. And what this is all your rejected shells, for whatever reason, didn't make the cut. Probably you forgot to put a wad in, forgot to add the proper amount of shot, something. And it usually looks something like this right here. You see that? This particular shell here, I just forgot to put a wad in. So things like this happen. We usually just toss them aside, and when you get to them, you usually use like a razor blade or a box cutter, something to cut this hole open. Of course, you risk cutting your fingers. However, Ballistic Products came up with two ingenious ideas to basically to save your hulls, right? So first thing we're going to talk about right now is this little contraption right here. All this is some wooden handles with a blade. Can you guys see that blade right there? With a blade and an area to where your hull can fit in. So you can adjust it in and out depending on the amount of length that you wish to cut off. So I'll show you, and I'll show you guys how this works in a second. This is called the unloaded. That's what this is called. Next, Ballistic Products came up with this design right here. This is called the spin and trim. And if you look closely, you can see there's a blade right there. There's a spring that applies a pretty good amount of tension when you release the little thumb tab here. And what this does is when you insert a hole like that, puts the proper amount of force on it. This is great for guys like myself who reload a ton of slugs, and the majority of the hulls that we use are once fired former folded crimp hulls like this here. So, and also the majority of the slugs that I reload, I utilize a roll crimp, and you cannot get a proper roll crimp from a shotgun shell that has the fold crimp on it. So you got to cut off that folded section there, or else it's just not going to work. So this tool here is a perfect tool, and I'm going to show you how this works here in a second. Perfect tool to removing the fold crimp, or actually shorting your hull for the tactical guys out who's want to create these little 1.5 or 2 inch shells. This is the perfect tool to do it. So you guys stand by and I'll show you how it works. Okay guys, we're going to go over how to use the unloaded first. If you can see, you got about probably a little over an inch or so where you can actually adjust how much of the material of the hull that you want to cut off. So this particular shell right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to take off about 3/16 of an inch. And to do that, all you do is set your hull down inside like that. I'm gonna go about right there. I'm gonna crimp down on it, and right now you can see where the blade has actually cut into the hull. So with your opposite hand, you just want to take it and you're going to rotate the hull counterclockwise in a complete circle to cut the top off of this shell. So you're just going to just turn it, apply pressure in so you don't get that spiral cut. Voila, look at there. Probably went a little bit too deep, but I now got my wad back. Actually, I kind of cut into my wad. So yeah, make sure that you guys are trying to get the right depth that you need. Got my powder back. Got my powder right here. Blue dot. You guys can't see the dots, but I can. So that's that there. Let me show it to you guys one more time. Here we have a brand new herders shell. It's never been fired, but I'm curious to see what kind of wad that they use in here. So we're just going to do the same process all over again. So this time I'm going to pay better attention on how far I go on that crimp. Perfect. See that? I'll show you guys how much. That's how much of the actual crimp that I cut off. Easy, easy, easy to do. So now pull out my wad. Kind of looks like the PT series wads from Ballistic Products. So I got my wad, got my shell back, or my hull back, and I got my powder back. So from there, you can use these hulls, save them, use them to make those small tactical shells now, which leads me to the next deal here, the spin crimp. This is a pretty awesome tool, guys, because not only does it take off the previous folded crimp section of a hull, you can also shorten the cut too, or adjust the tool right here with this little screw here. It goes in and out, so you can adjust it to the size you want, slide it in, and if you're doing a lot of these, it does the exact same cut every single time. So as long as you got to adjust it to the proper depth, you're good to go. So how this guy works, you see that blade, here's the tension spring, and here's the I guess the thumb release or trigger or what. I'm not sure what you call it, but you're just going to squeeze it like that. Now don't get your fingers caught in there because it's going to get ugly for you, right? So you're just going to insert to the blade, and I'm gonna cut off this whole entire crimp. So I'm not sure if you guys can see it. There we go. That's how much that I'm gonna take off this hull. So I'm gonna grab it with your offhand, and all you're gonna do is just gonna turn it, just gonna rotate it, kind of like you're reeling in a fish or something, right? So you're just gonna grab it, turn it, just like that. Cuts it off pretty clean. So let's try it again. Got a fold crimp. We want to cut off that fold crimp. I'm gonna slide it down till I get the proper. Let's take this screw out. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the maximum amount of hull that you can cut off with this is a 1/2 inch. So I'm just gonna set it in there just about a little further. And basically that is is hitting the bottom of the inside of the hull. Kind of creates a stop. So we're just gonna adjust this out a little more. perfect. So that's how much I want to take off of this hull. I've already got it clamped in there, so all I'm gonna do now is just spin it, just like that. Simple. So let's say for you tactical guys out there who want to create those tiny little cute little buckshot and slug loads that's about 1.5 inches long, you're just going to do the same thing. Okay, now if you notice that I can't go no farther until I adjust this, so let's adjust my set screw. Let's adjust it down a bit. Okay, so as you can see, I got about 1/8 of an inch where the blade is contacting the hull. That's all I'm gonna take off. So I'm just gonna grab it, rotate it, bam, just like that. And you can really go through a whole lot of hulls like that. Perfect, every time. Every single time. Let me see here. What else I got in here? Is this one? That's too short. Every time. Pretty much simple. It's easy to use. Let's say you want to go shorter. No, let's just take this set screw out. Let's see how short we can cut our holes. All right, got it all the way in there like that. So that's as short as you can cut using this tool here, or else you'll bottom out on it. See, can't go any further. Maybe a little bit. Just took off a little sliver. So guys, that's pretty much how it works, man. Real easy, real simple. These are a must-have right here. Save your hulls. Get creative. Load some of those little technical or those little tactical buckshot little loads or whatnot that everyone's putting about 1 billion of them in the magazine of their Kel-Tecs and all their other tactical shotguns. So it's pretty much it, guys. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. I'll have new content all throughout the year, so check it out. Also, special shout out to Ballistic Products. I'll post a link in the description below on the unloaded and the spinner trim. Check them out, guys. These are so useful. I believe every shotgun reloader should have them. So, and also the reloadersnetwork.com. You guys check that out too. There's articles that I write throughout the year. So check it out. And also check me out on Facebook. Buck and Slug Reloaders. We're going to do big things this year. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.